today, the athletes?
Yeah, Coach Elf has kept it under his hat a little bit, so we're not real sure what's going to happen. But we split the team up into two groups and by position, and we're going to pick sides today. So we're going to play a real spring game.
Mark, you might be biased because Marcus, no doubt, #1 pick.
Well, you never know in these games. I'm not sure how much Marcus is going to play, so that might be a little bit of fool's gold to take him and only get a series out of him. So the big thing is us all getting better. We want to line up and get some more good game tempo reps. So winning and losing it isn't as important in this game as playing well and getting out of it healthy.
The defensive guys a little more excited about a balanced scoring system?
Yeah, a couple years ago, I remember the person that was most upset was the defensive coach with the scoring system because it was a runaway. But this is going to be a real game, so we'll score it just like everything else.
Mark was saying that a third-string running back or a backup running back is often the one who gets the player of the game. Is there one in the spring that has really kind of stepped up that you think could be that guy?
Well, I think all our young guys are doing well, running backs included. Ayele Ford and Kenny Bassett have both shown quite a bit. Kanai Benoit's run really well when he's had a chance in scrimmages. So those guys are going to get a lot of chances in the spring game, and we'll see if one of them can step up and be the star of the day.
Does this format where you're playing a real game, you're having these guys pick teams, does that give an increased competitive level for these guys coming out there? Are you able to see a little bit more out of it than maybe a different spring format?
I think the competition is more fun when you play a real game, and I also think it's educational for the guys to be in some of those situations. We have some guys that haven't played a whole lot on the field here in Autzen, and to get them in actual situations, first, second, third down, trying to get first downs and not punt, end of halves, end of game situations. Anytime you can get reps at stuff like that, it's going to help you.
It's only 1 of 15 practices, though. I mean, when you kind of go back and you evaluate this in May, do you weight the spring game at all because it is kind of a true, there's no net underneath these players, or do you feel like it's just 1 of 15?
Well, we always judge everybody's whole body of work, so the entire spring will be more important when we're determining depth chart and those types of things. But we want to see how they react in a situation with people in the stands and a little bit of pressure, and that'll certainly factor into it.
A little off topic, I want to know how much you've been paying attention to the NBA playoffs so far.
I watched last night. I've been watching almost every night. We got a bunch of Blazers fans around here, so everybody's really into it.
Are you pulling for them too?
I grew up in the Midwest, so I was actually a Celtics fan growing up. More than anything, I root for players I like now. Really like the Warriors now. I like watching them and their style of ball.
Now that you guys have Johnny Lloyd, I was wondering who you thought would be a starting 5 lineup your team took on the basketball team.
Ooh, starting 5 lineup?
I asked your guys, and they have a lot of different opinions
off
on
the
this.
basketball team. I've seen him play some. I've been over at the rec with him playing. Johnny's obviously got to have the point. I think Eric's played enough basketball to deserve it. Dwayne Stanford would definitely be on the team. Braylon Addison is really quick. And maybe DeForest Buckner just to get some more size in the middle.
Mark Helfer said that Keenan has been a lot louder over the last couple practices because of the Blazers being up 2-0. What's the biggest difference you've noticed out of Keenan?
Keenan's confidence has been rising ever since he got here. He's doing a great job on the field, being a leader and being more vocal. So he's almost to the point where I need to tell him to be quiet.